Hi and welcome, Kat from Sacred Soul Rising. So this is a divine feminine reading for the 19th of August, the full moon. And wow, this full moon is a game changer. This full moon is here to change you, divine feminine, if you decide to work with the frequency and with the energy. So we know, if you saw yesterday's channeled reading for the collective, you would have seen that this month and this full moon is very much in the frequency of Lilith. Lilith is the beautiful goddess energy of the dark feminine. Most people don't like to talk about the dark feminine. Most people will shy away from the shadows, from the dark. But what I want to bring forward here is within the darkness, you will find your true light. And when you face the darkness, the shadow aspects, so the fear, the abandonment, the not feeling enough, the feeling judged, the feeling betrayed, the feeling of fear and lack. And, we know that Lilith energy this month is very much, and this full moon is very much bringing up an anger, a frustration, a feeling of not feeling content. Why? Because this is when we change. This is when it brings in the new course of action. The first cards coming forward for you, divine feminine, is fear. Fear. Letting go of fear. When you let go of fear, you set yourself free. I want to ask you, what are you fearful of? What are you still holding on to that you know you need to set them free? Look at the bird cage. Is there any birds in the bird cage? No, they are all set free. The light is now switching on. Within the darkness, if you look, it's all dark all around. Where is the light? The light is within her. But it is for you to find the light within your darkness. So it's about standing in the darkness. It's about staring your darkness in the face. And this month, as well as it being about very much Lilith goddess energy and the shadow aspect and the darker feminine, it's very much about your unique gifts. What makes you, divine feminine, unique? What are you not celebrating about yourself? You see, you can switch the light on. You can stare at the light. You can delve into the darkness. But unless you reclaim your light, unless you reclaim your unique gifts, and your unique gifts may make you feel different. Your unique gifts may make you feel quirky. You may have some label for them. I don't know, ADHD or some other, some other label that we seem to love to do in this society. But I want you to celebrate it. I want you to see that everything that you are fearful of is actually your unique gift. It makes you you. And if you can shift it from feeling in survival to actually moving into thriving energy, then you change your whole frequency. What is the next card? She who flows. Ease, being open to change and go with the flow. You see, in order to shift from that fear-based frequency, and we know fear-based frequency is old energy. We know it's old earth energy. To shift into flow is to shift into soul frequency and to go with the flow, being open to change. Most people get scared and fearful of change, feeling, like they're having to let go of something. But in the letting go is when you find the freedom, is when you find the abundance, is when you start to shift out of that a creative energy. We know on this journey is heaven sent. This journey is about you being guided by soul, being guided by your intuition, knowing. Yesterday you may have seen that I did that card. She feels, she knows. Why? Because it is at a soul level. You know that you're guided on this journey. You know that this journey is happening to you. But you have to step fully into it. Get out of what old earth is, of learn, trying to figure out the journey, and step and shift into soul frequency. The thing is, we've always been taught that we have to fully understand it to believe it. You will never fully understand this journey from a mind point of view. You will shift fully into soul and then start to understand the journey. But can you explain it in a very 3D way? No, not a lot of the time. And this is where the realization card, when you get that deep realization, that deep knowing at a soul level, you unlock the door. The key to the door, and the door, the door is a door that is without the door. I often talk about the gateless gate. This is the doorless door. You open up a whole different world that was there all along, but you never realized it was there all along. And once you start to do this, you start to shift into a very magnetic frequency. This is when the journey starts to change. And you realize that this was actually all along an awakening journey, the path of enlightenment, and that you are now walking a different earth. You are now walking a different path. And your whole world is aligning to your original soul blueprint of who you came here to be, of who you came here to do. To be, to do. This journey is an incredible journey. I want to bring forward some other cards. Now, these cards are two from the Goddess, and the two Goddess cards that come forward are Branwen, and Branwen is about forgiveness. The card that flew out with it, and I didn't actually realize when I pulled the forgiveness card, this card, I didn't actually realize that this card, which was the past, was behind it. It then, when I laid them out, there it was. And this is about forgiving, but I want you to not forgive somebody else. I want you to forgive yourself, Divine Feminine. Forgive yourself for anything in your past. And I want you to say, I forgive myself and I set myself free. I forgive myself and I set myself free. I was only operating and I was only working with the knowledge that I had at that time. That is not who you are now. You have evolved, you have grown, you have expanded, you have shifted further into soul. So release the past, let it go. Forgive the past. I forgive. When you forgive, you set yourself free. You let go. You detach. The card that comes forward with this is the Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. I love this card. Keepers of the Earth. When you're on an awakening journey, you are the keeper of the earth. In my healers course, I talk about and I teach Moonai Key. Moonai Key is about being the keepers of the earth, the day keepers, the earth keepers, being and working with that beautiful light frequency. And if you're on this journey, you are the keepers of the earth. You are here to bring in new earth. You are here to be that light leader. You are here to be that way shower. You are here to help heal. But the healing vibrates through your voice. That is why my healers course is there. That is why my way shower light leader course is there, because you are called into that frequency. You are called in and you bring forward your unique gifts, unique to you. And so I want you to forgive everything from the past I want you to let it go. I want you to know, though, and I want you to acknowledge that that brought you to this part of where you are now. This is a soul's journey. The soul is always guiding you, and it is always guiding you back to your inner truth. But what happens on this journey is anything that is false, anything that is not built on your truth will dissipate, will fall away. And as it falls away, you start to build the new you. You start to rebirth yourself. But if you look at those building blocks. They are strong. They are powerful. There is nothing going to knock them down. And that is one of the truths on this journey, that nobody can knock your building blocks down. I've just noticed that straight behind this card were the beautiful soulmate card. And this speaks of love. Once you rebuild yourself, you will never feel that lonely frequency again. You will meet, and everybody that you will attract in, and I'm not just talking romantic, I'm talking about your soul tribe. I'm talking about your soul family. Everything will start to magnetize in as you shift in your frequency. I think this next card is really beautiful, which is about play. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. On this journey, Divine Feminine, because you feel so much raw pain and so much hurt and so much loss and grief, you can stay in that grief energy for a long time. I want you to start to tap into the play energy, to what brings lightness to your heart, what helps you shift into your creative energy. When we shift on this journey, we go through that hermit mode, we go through that dark night of the soul where we feel alone, we feel lost. But as we start to come out of it, we know we're coming out of it, but we're not sure what to do. In those times, it is about tapping into your creative, to your play, to really discovering and rebirthing yourself. I always talk about it like being that little toddler, stepping on grass for the first time. Go and learn something new. Step into your creative power, even if it's something incredibly small. The creative frequency changes your energy. If you're just in lack and feeling like, this journey is so hard, guess what you're going to get more of? The journey is so hard. But if you go, I am excited, I know that I'm on this journey, and I know sometimes this journey will throw me into my shadow aspect, but that shadow aspect is there to help me evolve past. That shadow aspect is there to help me to shine a light on where I need to look deeper at self. But in an observing energy, remember, you are not broken. You do not need fixing. You are whole. You are complete. You are love. And you have to trust in yourself on this journey. Trust is one of the biggest things on this journey. Next cards out are Loyal Heart and Round and Round. And these show us, if we look at the owls, they're facing each other. The loyal heart is loyal heart to self, always filling our own cup up, always knowing that you are not lost, you are not half, you are not missing anything. You are whole, you are complete, you are love itself. And when you start to shift into this frequency, you become magnetic. Magnetic in, you attract in everything that is meant for you. And at that point, you start to evolve. If we look at this is a shell in the ocean, but look, there's a face there at the center of the shell. We can decide how we move through this journey. We can stay in mind and ego, and we'll just go round and round and round in Groundhog Day. Or we can evolve on this journey, step into soul, make the journey about you, make the journey about making your life aligning with your soul frequency. And the more that you align with your original soul blueprint, the more that you see your unique gifts, you will round and round evolve up. You will evolve up like that Kundalini. We know on this journey, every single person that is awakening now, you are going through on a twin flame journey, you are having a Kundalini activation. The Kundalini activation ignites the Ida and the Pingala. It dances up the spine. The curled serpent that is at the base of the spine is awoken. It is not going back to sleep this time. It has awoken. The vibration that we are at now, the awakenings that we are going through, there is no going back to sleep. Your Shakti, which is the curled serpent at the base of your spine, Shakti Ma has awoken. She is your divine feminine. Where is she dancing to? Shiva in your third eye. You are both feminine, you are both masculine. You are here to create that equilibrium. Because when you create your own equilibrium and you create your own inner union, then you can have inner union magnetizing. This journey is an incredible journey. What we are going through now and that Lilith energy of the dark feminine is there to help you expand divine feminine. If you need more help and support, my website is there. Whether it is understanding the twin flame journey, whether it is I am ready to be that healer, that inner mystic, that spiritual teacher. I am ready to grow my soul-led business. I am ready to learn how to coach at a soul level to help souls move throughout their awakening. My website is there. Everything is on there to help and support you. We go deep. They're easy to watch. They're beautiful video lessons where you come and join me. You work through your own, you work through the courses in your own time, at your own speed. And if you decide to join the journey to oneness, you get everything in there. And it's 50% off at the moment. Plus you get to work with me as well on a one-to-one basis. If you need more help and support, my website is there. Make sure you subscribe, turn the notification bell on. Divine Feminine, this is a powerful month. Really embrace those shadow aspects, because within that shadow aspect, you will release the fear. And when you release the fear, you release attachment. When you release attachment, you then start to magnetize and manifest at a really powerful frequency. I send you much love.